Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Cheryl Swoops, see you later. Sidney Brunson, see you later. The WNBA, Kathy Engelbert. Folks, I don't want everybody to get too carried away with some of the changes that we have seen so far this offseason, but this is a step in the right direction. Ben, what are you talking about? Multiple things. Let's start with this, shall we? Queens of the Court, a WNBA podcast. Queens of the Court has now rebranded into the Women's Hoops Show with Jordan Robinson and friends. A show that was Jordan Robinson and Cheryl Swoops going on, talking their junk. Cheryl Swoops being platformed by the WNBA, being platformed to spew her nonsense, her lies, her hate, her garbage, her mess, her biasness, all of that crap. WNBA said, maybe take the year off, Cheryl. Maybe take the year off. And I'll tell you why. I'm thinking it's only a year off. We're going to get into that. But a step in the right direction. They rebranded. They got rid of Cheryl. Okay, what else has the WNBA done? The Dallas Wings broadcast team. We got Ron Thulin, Fran Harris, Nancy Lieberman. Shout out to you, Nancy. Tiffany Bias-Padman, and Rob Steinfeld. Who used to be part of this broadcast team? Who used to be part of this announced team? Yes, Cheryl Swoops. Seems as if Cheryl Swoops, Cheryl Swoops, take the year off, Cheryl. Maybe don't be around here. Maybe don't come back for the 2025 season. All right, so we got Cheryl Swoops gone from the podcast for the WNBA. Cheryl Swoops gone from the announced team from the WNBA. All right, it seems like Kathy Engelbert is making some moves. What else have we seen? Sidney Brunson. Look at this 2025 Phoenix Mercury broadcast team. We got Ann Schatz, Ann Myers-Drysdale, Braden Bell, and Kate Longworth, but there is no Sidney Brunson. Sidney Brunson, another one of these actors, another one of these puppeteers who would speak negatively of the new fans, not only Caitlin Clark, of the new fans who would speak negatively of any of the records that Caitlin Clark, speak negatively of the new eyeballs, speak negatively, downplay, diminish, go on Twitter, create all this hoopla. She went on a Spaces rant that couldn't make herself look good. WNBA said, you know what, Sidney, maybe don't be a part of this broadcast team. A broadcast team that championed itself as the first all-female broadcast team. Sidney Brunson, see ya. Braden Bell, come here, my friend. Sidney Brunson responds to this, as they all do. True friends are like stars. You can only recognize them when it's dark around you. She's not happy that she's been getting the axe. She's not happy that she is now on the outside looking in. This whole entire drama started all last season. The 2024 WNBA season shattered record viewership, driven largely by rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. Clark averaged 19, 5, and 7, and a WNBA best 8.5 assists per game, becoming the first rookie since Candace Parker to make all WNBA first team. Yet as the dust settled on another banner year for women's basketball, some familiar faces on the sidelines quietly fell out of favor. On Monday, the Mercury revealed a revamped 2025 local broadcast lineup without any mention of Sidney Brunson. Brunson, who formed Mercury's first all-female booth, responded on social media, true friends are like stars. You can only recognize them when it's dark around you. Shout out to Bane. Ops are dropping left and right. First Cheryl Swoops, now Sidney Brunson. Who else of the Hatelins got the axe this season? I'm not going to say anybody at ESPN necessarily is going to get the axe, But let's not act like LeBron James didn't make the call and say Rachel Nichols needs to go. Let's not act like LeBron James didn't make the call and say, yeah, Rachel Nichols, she doesn't need that platform anymore. Get her out of here. I'm just saying, how far are some of these agencies, how far are some of these player reps willing to go to try to get their narrative out there? And as these players' cachet grows, their leverage in these backdoor meetings grow as well. Just something to keep an eye on. Earlier in the 2024 season, Hall of Fame Cheryl Swoops was removed from WNBA broadcast following her comments toward Clark. Swoops had been highly critical of the young star, and many viewed it as a direct response to the criticism Swoops drew from Clark's growing legion of supporters. Regarding the latest piece of news, saying maybe broadcasters realize that Caitlin Clark fan club has the biggest fan base. Just hope the replacements aren't more biased. We got Mike Allen. Shout out to you, Mike Allen. Sounds like the league getting more professional and getting rid of the clowns. Thank God the league is actually doing something about the unprofessional people they hired. They caused so much drama last season, and most of it fell on Caitlin's shoulder to deal with and fix. It wasn't acceptable at all. They all deserve to go, says one Amy N222. Neither move amounts to a league-wide dismissal. Both Swoops and Brunson are still signed to the Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball team. Their absence is confined to a specific team-affiliated broadcast. As the 2025 season approaches, franchises are recalibrating their on-air talent. AI gave a great breakdown. Recalibrating talent. Teams are making changes to their broadcast teams, potentially adding new personalities or adjusting roles to better reflect the league's current image and the interests of new fans. Folks, why are all of these people dropping like flies? Why shouldn't we throw too much of a party? Why shouldn't we throw too much of a parade? Well, these are all calculated moves headed into the new collective bargaining agreement. The last thing they want heading into the new CBA negotiations is the face of the league and her fan base pissed off beyond the moon. That's the last thing these people want. The last thing these people want is Caitlin Clark throughout this league to say, you know what, I'm going to speak up. The last thing they want is Caitlin Clark to walk into these CBA negotiations and say, you know what, actually, I got something to say and I'm not too happy about it. That will end shit quickly. That will end shit quickly. We've talked about, well, we haven't talked about it here, but we've seen, right? Shout out to CDS Sports, shout out to Black and White Sports too. We've seen that the WNBA has put together this dweeb police, this hate police, going to police everybody's online comments because these players are too sensitive and emotional. They can't take criticism. These are all moves to appease the players, to make it a safe space for them, so this new CBA negotiating can go as smooth as possible. Cheryl Swoops is still going to be on Gil's Arena. It's his own show. He can do whatever he wants. Cheryl Swoops being more vocal on Gil's Arena. Let's say Cheryl Swoops during the WNBA season was on her podcast a couple days a week. What was it, every Monday or something? And is on Gil's Arena 3 days a week. What do you think is a bigger voice? What do you think gets heard more? Her trash podcast that nobody listened to, only to roast her? Or Gil's Arena that people actually listen to, people actually pay attention to, people actually sit down, get ready to watch? I would say her showing up on Gil's Arena. So all this has done has just freed her schedule to show up on Gil's Arena and talk more garbage, talk more nonsense. Now, is she going to get a call saying, calm it down over there on Gil's Arena? She might. She might, but Rich Paul hasn't called Rashad McCants and said, you need to calm it down over there. So what I'm thinking is, she's going to be the Rashad McCants to LeBron James, but she's going to be the Cheryl Swoops to Caitlin Clark. She's going to be the one that is the devil's advocate, the glass half empty, the yeah, but, what about? When Rashad McCants does it to LeBron James, it's entertaining because it's 90% factual. When Cheryl Swoop says to Caitlin Clark, it's frustrating because it's 100% lies. What are we going to look like season 2026? That's my question. Is this just lay low, lay low? Let me get this deal done, lay low. Let me get this contract ironed out, and then slowly and surely, we will start bringing you guys back in. We will start opening up the doors back for you guys. I hope that's not the case, but that is something that needs to be said. That is something I don't put past this league. Guys, just disappear for a year. They'll forget. They're the WNBA fans. They're not that smart. They won't remember. Come back in 2026 and we'll pick up right where we left off. Something that we need to be asking ourselves if possible. We're in a step in the right direction. Cheryl Swoop, see ya, man. Sidney Brunson, get out of here. Who else? Who's next? Shout out to Goldberg. Who's next? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Appreciate all the support. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. Before we go, shout out to the Pope. Dude came out with a 2025 season anthem. And it's good.
Let's get it. Caitlin's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog. She can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend.
Caitlin's coming for you. Please go salute, show support to the Pope. Be Frank just dropped yesterday. Show support to the Pope. Like, subscribe. We'll see you next time, and as always, take it easy.